This does feel really wrong. Like this will be the last time I ever fucking do this.
Yeah,
But you know,
never in my life would I drink beer.
so
Out of a
you know
mug.
it you know. This is like what alcoholics do when they're like, no, I'm having coffee.
Are you outing yourself?
Maybe. I need help. That's why I
Mug
secretly
beer.
maneuvered us to call ourselves the Anime Arcade Podcast, so it would be secretly be AA. I'm like,
I
oh, okay.
see. I see. That is 1000% mug beer.
Yep. It still tastes like beer.
Everybody?
Oh, are we live?
We
We're
are
live.
Oh shit. Well,
Yeah, no, you ruined my
hide all
little
my
surprise, you know, thing that I was gonna do.
You're what?
I don't know. I was gonna do some kind of surprise thing.
Oh god.
You were too busy setting up the fan.
Yeah. But we are live.
We're live. What's up, everybody? What's going on, Logan? Carlos?
Hey. I'm live with some good old I guess that's mirrored, isn't it? I don't know. Is it mirrored on stream? Can they see the words correctly or
No, it's perfect. It looks good.
Oh, okay. Well,
apparently
having some
my webcam is mirrored. Everyone else's is not.
Oh. Weird. Anyway, mug beer out of the fantastic Anime Arcade mug that's available at our shop. Check Twitter, etc. for links.
It's actually on the it's on the Twitch now. So for you guys watching on Twitch, there's a link to Shop A2 on the Twitch if you scroll down a little bit. But of course, you know, you got to watch our beautiful faces for now.
You have to.
Holy crap, we are going to be in Japan in less than a week. Like what, 4 or 5 days, something like that.
Oh, for the podcast listeners, hey, we're in Japan.
We're in Japan.
Man, that concert was something, etc.
Yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, we will have. By the time this releases, we will have already experienced FES. That or we, I guess, would be at FES probably.
No, it's a Sunday, isn't it? Oh,
when this comes out, we'll be
at the concert, but
yeah, we'll be at the concert. Yeah. So hey, people who are listening to this, you know, via YouTube or podcast web or places, check Twitter, check Instagram. We might have posted something there.
So I think like this is our second. Welcome everybody to episode 2 of the live Anime Arcade Cast. Twitch.
We're not at that part yet. Are we?
Damn it. Are we? Are we at that part?
I don't know. Go over. Listen, the viewers are not going to get that part. Only the podcast listeners are going to get the actual intros. We got to give something to the viewers.
Touche.
Hi, viewers. Future listeners. So you've probably noticed like some new stuff. We're doing like all kinds of cool new stuff here as part of our new decade. Anime Arcade is entering phase 2 of our evolution, or whatever phase you would consider it. I don't know, but
should we go through the phases of the Anime Arcade podcast?
That episode 100 probably did a good job of that. Yeah. It was like a 3-hour podcast.
Yeah, go listen to that podcast for the phases. Yeah.
But we're plus 100 now. Anime Arcade Mark 2, Mark 100.
This is a really big scale, Jeff. This is a really big scale.
But yeah, so hopefully you guys have been kind of noticing we've got some, YouTube stuff. Carlos has been putting some of our live streams up on YouTube. We've got some other stuff, really exciting things that are coming on YouTube. Of course, Twitch. I know, Logan, you're probably going to be live later today doing some Twitch stuff. So I don't know if you want to keep that a surprise or
let me
hype everyone up.
I'll tease it a little bit. Let me see. I'll do a little screen sharing. Let me just find the game I want to play. If I can even remember the name. Oh, there it is. Can I go to the store page? And then I do...
Get it up.
Oh,
Get it.
I can't screen share from this?
Get it.
No, it's not going to work. I can't screen share.
Doesn't work.
Boo.
Because it's full screen Discord. Whatever.
No.
It's a cooking visual novel that I'm going to play, and then there's a game called Golf with Your Friends that I want to try out if people own it or want to get it.
That sounds fun.
It's pretty cheap.
When
I
these
think.
one of these days we got to do a stream with Jackbox. I think that'd be funny. Again,
That would
Yeah,
be
that I
great.
could post.
definitely. Yeah,
That would be great.
it's
It's been a while.
Yeah, $8 golf game. So mini golf.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah. So I'll definitely be doing that later. But
But yeah, so yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. If you check the YouTube channel, I've added a lot of links and stuff, and we're trying to, like, with Twitch and stuff like that, get more content out there. Our social media, if you've noticed, has changed a little. Just stuff that Jeff here designed.
facelift.
Yeah, a little facelift. So no idea if once classes start back up, if I'll be able to keep up with this pace. But hey, I mean, more content's good. So there you guys go.
Heck yeah.
Indeed.
Heck
And
yeah,
again,
so
merch.
yeah,
I should have brought my mug.
I do believe that it is pinned in our general channel as well. If you guys are interested in buying some of our celebratory first trip to Japan merch for Anime Arcade 2020, but I believe it's pinned in general. If you're on our Twitch channel, it's linked there as well. So yeah, if you want to be part of that, I certainly appreciate you wanting to, and that would be really cool. So go ahead and grab yourself some. And we've all got different colors too, so you of course don't forget you can switch the colors up.
Yes.
Yeah. I like black because apparently I'm a goth or emo or whatever the fuck was popular when I was in high school. Anyway,
I just wanted to get different colors to see how it looked on everything.
no,
Yeah.
it definitely looks better in like different colors, but I don't know why. Most of my closet
I
is
always
black
do
shirts.
either. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's it for the changes, but we did want to.
Agreed with Forrest Stickman. Podcast stuff is more important than class stuff, guys.
I need a job, so if you're going to pay me, I'm not going to say no.
Someday we'll learn how to monetize this.
Someday,
This
yeah,
whole
someday. One day. But yeah, we just kind of wanted to come before the trip. Well, for those of you watching the live stream, everyone else, it's kind of in post, but and talk about what we're doing. Obviously, going to Japan, but like why, and kind of like the lead up to that. So in the lead up to this trip, the group of us who are going, it's Logan, Jeff, and myself in this call, as well as our mod companion Cube and our good friend Steven Spango from the Discord.
Steven the Brit.
Steven the Brit, who's actually
In
is
Japan.
he in there right
He's
now?
in the air right
What
now.
time
Yeah, he's probably in the air right now. Hopefully he's having a good flight.
Yeah.
But we decided to rewatch Love Live, the original, because one of the big reasons we're going to Japan is Muse is coming back for what seems like one time and one time only for the 9th anniversary of Love Live, 9 being a significant number because every Love Live group has 9 girls in it. So yeah, because none of us have seen them live, we all wanted to go.
Yeah. Well, and for Jeff and I and Eric, we haven't seen Aqua and none of us have seen Nijigasaki. So
Right. Well, I mean, you guys have seen you haven't seen a full Aquas concert.
no, that's
Yeah.
true. I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
We the LA stuff, but
Mhm.
So, I mean, just to be a little bit sentimental and stuff, obviously, we've talked about this before, but it's just kind of it's kind of cool because I know 3 out of the 5 have never been to Japan, and this is kind of huge, obviously, being that a lot of our interests stem from the country. I think we've all wanted to go there for a really long time, but and then of course Love Live in general, this being probably what will end up being one of the bigger, I would imagine, Love Live concerts that ever happens, having all 3 of the current groups go up on stage, 9th anniversary being a significant number, like Carlos said, and for us to be able to get into that and be able to go over there, I think we were all planning on going whether we got into the concert, regardless, but it's really exciting, and it's definitely something. I don't know that it's necessarily hit me yet. I'm kind of curious when it is, when I'm really going to realize, like, holy crap, like this is all happening in the next couple of weeks. Excited to be doing it with you guys. I couldn't have picked a better group better a few 4 friends. to do it.
I appreciate it. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. But real quick, because we have never officially done a Love Live, or at least the original series. We've never done a like kind of review. We'll do like kind of like a little mini thing here. We were thinking like not we're not going to go super in depth. This isn't going to be like one of our holy crap, like several. What was the longest one we've ever done? Was it Demon Hunter? Demon Slayer? Logan, you might
Review?
know this. Yeah, like just a
yeah.
single review.
Our
For
Demon
sure.
Slayer
Oh,
review was
yeah, 'cause-
crazy.
Yeah. After we were done talking about it, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think that was like a 2-hour review just for Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, maybe some of our
Some group watches have gone
some
around
group
that
watch
long.
podcasts. Yeah, but that's like
Yeah.
a different format than we do for seasonal reviews. But yeah.
So we watched season 1, season 2, and the original Muse Love Live movie. So we pretty much watched all of the Muse stuff. I don't know if there's any OVAs that we didn't watch.
There
Is there
are.
anything?
There's okay,
There's like
so
a
but the
Halloween one or something.
they're not OVAs. They call them OVAs. They're music videos.
Oh,
They're just
really?
the in between. Yeah, like Music Start. That's a music video.
What?
If there's a Dancing Stars on one me that I don't know about, then but
What about the one where it's like they go into the school and it's like haunted or something? And it's like all Halloween outfits. Is that just a music video?
I don't know about that one. That sounds like Dancing Stars on me to me, but
Maybe. I felt like it was like 12, 13 minutes long or something like that.
Regardless, I think we watched everything. Maybe with
Yeah,
the exception
well,
of some of the side stuff.
we watched everything that's out. As a matter of fact, I can show the listeners, or not, I can show the listeners. Good job, me. I can show people using a sound medium. I can show the viewers. Where the hell did it go? Oh, there it is. 1 second. Okay. All right, had to move my water bottle out of the way. But this is the latest box set for the original Love Live.
That's good.
Yeah, it better look good. It was
Uh-huh.
$400+ But this one of these, either mine or Steven, is what got us goddamn tickets to Fest.
Yeah.
So, and this is what I watched on, and all it had. Well, actually, I can check, but it has the first and second season, the movie, all the CDs that came with the original Blu-rays, and then 3 of the concerts and some extra stuff. So yes, it's an amazing box set, but holy fuck, was it expensive?
Yeah, I mean, didn't come cheap, and unfortunately, Eric's not gonna be able to join us at the actual concert.
No,
But
he's got a lot
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
He's taking the L for the team.
yeah, good man, Eric. However, so yeah, we watched Muse. We got kind of excited about Muse. Watched the first couple seasons of the show and the movie, and I mean, it was just as good as I remember. I think Love Live is one of those shows. I haven't met anyone who's the show once they've actually given it a chance. It's just got so much heart. The characters are so lovable, and you'd have to be someone who doesn't like puppies to not like Love Live. I feel like.
Yikes.
that is a statement. I mean, I know there are people who don't like it, but normally the people who don't like it, like they kind of dip out after the first couple episodes. It's it's not really for them. But yeah, I think just about every Idol fan at least likes Love Live. Even if their
Sure.
favorites like Idolmaster or Wake Up Girls or Walkure or whatever. I mean, they at least like Love Live. So, but yeah, so we watched through it. Like you said, it holds up really, really well. And that's definitely coming from a biased position, but this isn't my first rewatch. I think I looked back on. I'm pretty sure this is my 4th, maybe 5th, but I'm pretty sure that's 4. Yeah, 90% sure it's 4. First season, I'd say I mean, it's a lot of the setup. They weren't really sure if it was going to work. Like, Love Live at that point was pretty popular because of the singles. I think there were 5 singles out before the first season dropped. But yeah, like you can see the animation is like you take the animation from season 1 of Love Live and the animation of season 2 of Love Live Sunshine, and it's like leaps and bounds different. But yeah, it tells a decent story. There's a bit of drama at the end that I even rewatching it a 4th time I don't particularly care for. But overall, I mean, it's a solid first season to an anime. Sets up the story really well.
I feel like you can definitely see how the first, how the Muse anime, how Love Live, the original, has aged, because they really stepped it up. I think with Sunshine, the animation itself looks a lot better with Sunshine. I think the performances look better. Not that they looked bad with Love Live, but I think Sunshine definitely is a step up.
It's an improvement, yeah. Animation wise. So what like going back to your thoughts on season 1, what was your like favorite part of season 1?
Geez, that's
It's
that's a good question. I didn't even kind of prepare for that, but I mean, honestly, I have to go with the the moment that Maki's introduced.
The Ice to Do Banzai piano scene.
That's
pretty good.
Still, especially with the Honoka doing her like I still love that scene to this day, and it's really why it's still a close race between Maki and Honoka, honestly.
For season 1, it's harder for me to say than for season 2. In season 2, there's a lot of points I can pick out. But for me, I would honestly say the first time they play Bokura wa no Laifu Kimito no Borara. Yeah, it's really hard to say, but their very first single, the time they played their very first single, and like you can kind of tell that the animators wanted another shot at that. And also that's like kind of like the we made it moment, because that's when all 9 girls are together for the first time and do their very first song together. It's not my favorite song, but because it was like they made a return to to the singles, I was like, okay. So, this is when I feel like for the staff and the idols, like the actual real life idols, this would have been like the real life, okay, we made it, we're an anime now, we're gonna sell out concerts and shit.
Yep. Yeah, that's absolutely a big moment, I think, for them. It's interesting too, kind of how far season 2 they progressed a lot more than season 1. Season 1 they didn't really go very far, but season 2 seems to be when they really started rolling. So that was kind of just the beginning for them.
Was the scene where they all like trade personalities and like pretend
that's
to be
season 2
else? Okay, yeah. All I can think of is season 2 stuff. So
yeah, the same here. Yeah, season 2 seemed to be when all of the huge like kind of memorable moments started. So I mean, if we want, we can jump straight into season 2. Logan.
Sure. Sure. Favorite scene.
That was an awesome moment.
That was a really good one. I think the most impactful one is definitely the beach scene, but
that's definitely one of the hardest to watch for all the right reasons.
Sure.
Forrest Stickman says dancing through traffic while singing, by the way, was
for season 1. Yeah, when Honoka, yeah.
That was a good one.
I remember somebody did the that whole bit, the Susume Tomorrow bit, but they did it to Turn Down for What. And like when she's like, it's so funny, like watching Honoka dance and through the street through traffic to Turn Down for What. It's pretty great.
The real answer though is when they got the recording from Maki, which
the recording,
the start dash moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maki. So embarrassed.
the Santa-san scene.
That's season 2 as well.
Scene was great.
Yeah.
A lot of the most memorable scenes were definitely
honestly
2,
you know what,
we're a unit.
Take another big moment that might even overtake the one, because I wasn't thinking about it before that, but you just kind of reminded me, the beach episode. where they decided that I think it's actually called No Senpai Allowed, where they were telling all the younger girls like, look, don't call us senpai. We're all in
yeah.
this group. We're all equals.
Uh-huh.
So that's the episode where they go to Maki's summer house, and
Yeah.
that was the episode where when I was first watching, I was like, okay, Nozomi might be my best girl because she big sisters Maki. She's like, all right, I get that you're kind of like this outsider who doesn't really like to socialize, but I'm going to socialize you via Sonic pillow fight.
Oh God, the Sonic pillow fight was in
That's
season
season
1.
one,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, that probably was one of the best scenes. Absolutely.
Umi is a terror with the pillow.
Yep. Oh God. Yeah, I always forget because there are two episodes where they go to Maki's kind of vacation home, so I always kind of get them mixed up. Though both episodes are great, though. One being the pillow fight, the other one being Santa-san.
It reminds me of K-On! With Mugi's. Like they go to two of Mugi's like vacation
Yeah.
houses.
You always
But
have
yeah,
the rich friend, I guess.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, the Ojo-sama. But season 2, yeah, there's a ton, just an absolute ass ton of just amazing moments. I think most people would say, and I, to an extent, I would agree that the most impactful for me scene, and for a lot of people, is the snow halation scene.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because
without
like
a doubt,
that's where I was like, all right, bar none, this is my favorite idol group because holy shit, that was amazing.
Yep. Especially just that the kind of crescendo when Honoka,
Mhm.
does her solo there, and the lights kind of cascade away from the stage. It's it gave me chills. It still gives me chills.
Yeah, it's a great scene. Only slightly undercut by the fact that in the beginning of the episode, they're fighting against a blizzard for no reason.
Yeah. And it's really quite ridiculous, but
Yeah, it's like we need to fill time, so we're just gonna give them this harrowing blizzard scene.
it's like you need to be there like right now. Why are you just standing there in awe of what these girls are doing for you to make a way for so you can run to this concert? Go, run.
I think that season 2 brings some more emotional moments too towards the end.
Yes.
Which are some of the more memorable moments from the show for different reasons, obviously. But yeah, season 2 I think is where all the great stuff happens. Season 1's kind of the build up. Season 2 is where things really kind of come together.
Yeah, no. For me, though, my best scene of season 2. It's the end. It's the end of Nico's episode when she's dressed in like that last bit where Nico knees at the very end of that episode in her idol getup.
Yeah.
That has been my lock screen for like my computer for I think like 5 or 6 years now, and I want to say I probably used that GIF on Twitter like the most out of anything, like out of any other post. Like whenever J-List posts about Love Live, like I tend to use that one, or like Crunchyroll or whoever's posting about Love Live, like that's like my go-to one. So
yeah, I mean, it makes sense. That's probably her best moment in the entire show, right? I mean, that's the premier Nico moment, maybe.
Yeah,
your best girl. So
yeah, Damo says when Nico tells her siblings that she's the center and the other girls are backup dancers. One of my favorite parts of that whole episode is Ellie going, "Hello, this is Ellie Isa, your backup dancer." Oh god.
Unfortunately, I had to step away for like most of the best parts of the show and wasn't with you guys during the group watch. Like I had to go and eat dinner during Yume no Tobidai. I wasn't available. I had to leave early before Snow Halation, I think. I don't think I was with you guys for Nico or Kotori's episode. It seemed like all of the best episodes I missed out on.
Is Kotori's episode in season 1?
I believe it's 1, yeah.
Well, and where she's the Akihabara maid, Minaliski. Yeah.
But any other thoughts on season 2 before we move on to the movie?
It's fantastic. Yeah. Probably the best season of Love Live. Like the franchise period.
Probably. Yeah, season 2 of the original. Absolutely. I would agree with that.
And then we watched the movie
Yeah,
last weekend. Right?
the movie was a pretty big one for me personally because the only time I'd ever watched that movie up until last weekend was at the theater with a group of incredibly enthusiastic Love Live fans down. If anyone is listening to this or is watching from Fort Lauderdale area or down South Florida and you were at that theater, man, that was when I realized Love Live was like really a thing. You know, like I knew that there were people online who liked it, but when I got there and there were a bunch of guys and girls cosplaying as the different idols, the enthusiasm in that theater blew my mind
Yeah.
to the point where, like, in the end, this is where I thought maybe it got a little bit weird. Everyone got down in front of the screen and was bowing at the screen during the credits.
I love Love Live fans.
I mean, and we're talking like at least 30 people did it.
But that's amazing.
It was an awesome. But that was the only time, and there were a lot of moments in the movie that I didn't remember correctly or I didn't even know because people got so excited during the big moments that I couldn't even hear or really see the dialogue as people were cheering and jumping up in front of me. And it was hard to focus on the movie. But it was a good movie. One of the things that I took out of the movie mostly was I felt more happened in New York City. But that was really just the first act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a small part.
It's just how like the Sunshine movie is like they tout the whole Italy trip, but it's
a very small part. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really just to collect the third years.
Yeah. So.
I might watch that tomorrow. Anyway,
no one had glow sticks in the theater, by the way. Forest Stick Man asks, "Did anyone have glow sticks in the theater?" I didn't see any of them, but I don't know.
No, you got to go to the delayed viewings for those. The first delayed viewing I'd ever been to was in here in San Francisco for the Aqua Second Live. Yeah, everyone has light sticks there. Everyone. So
it was very young too in the fandom, probably. Whereas nowadays, maybe there would be more fans who would have glow sticks and have actually seen them live. But at that point, that was well before Aqua ever existed. So, and Muse never came to the States or anything. So the chance that anyone in that theater had actually gone to Japan to see them is probably very slim.
Yeah. So same question. Favorite part of the movie?
Oh man. I mean, the whole Sunny Day song sequence is really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'd say favorite song. Like I love Sunny Day song, but okay. So that's really hard because I was about to say one and then I'm like, wait a minute, but that one exists.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay, never mind.
Angel's really good.
Yeah, Angelic Angel would probably be my pick if Bokutachi wa Hitsu no Hikari didn't exist.
Yeah.
That's and that is probably my that is my favorite. Like we'll get into it a little bit later, but I flipping love that song. It's the same with the Aqua's movie though too. The last song, Next Sparkling, probably my favorite song of the whole movie. But in terms of and the third year song is probably my favorite because it's so ridiculous. But I just like the whole New York trip.
Uh-huh.
It's very fun to watch. It's interesting because it's like, how much money do these girls actually have? Because they are getting so much food. Yeah. Like I counted, like they had 2 whole entire cheesecakes to themselves or some stupid shit in the movie, and I'm like, all right,
that's expensive.
Yeah.
I feel it's like a cop out, but that's probably my answer too. And it almost makes me wonder, like, am I high on the movie because I just love Love Live? Because there's not really any other singular moments in the movie that really jumped out at me as being the most memorable favorite moments. Obviously, I like the performances.
Yeah.
But the movie in general, there's not a singular moment. I mean, the New York trip's cool. I think there's a lot of interesting kind of takes on how they're dealing with America and New York in general, and it's interesting some of the misconceptions maybe that they have, the animators and the people who made it. Honoka kind of losing her mind there with I don't know that
Yeah.
anyone actually has an explanation for what that whole deal was with the future Honoka character, but
Mysterious singer.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
But I will say like I did like later on. I like that later in the movie, they buckle down. Like they double down on the no, we're
Yeah.
done. Muse is
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Like we're like I guess spoilers, but it's been a
no,
while.
yeah,
So
they did not leave it up in the air like some other movies and shows do to kind of
yeah,
leave the door open potentially. No, they were like, this is it. Yep.
yeah. This is your lot. Like, but we're gonna go out with such a fucking bang that like you're gonna be like blown away, especially at Final Live when people were blown away.
Um, for Stickman, Maki's rich. She pays for it all. I definitely the thought crossed my mind that she was the benefactor. But yeah, so Love Live, guys. You've probably lost all of the viewers and listeners at this point who actually. But yeah, we rewatched it. Obviously, huge part of why we ended up all going to Japan. Which kind of I think we're going to do a lot more in Japan. Obviously, that's not related to Love Live, but it was the catalyst that got us all there, and for that, I'll forever be appreciative of Aqua and Muse and Nijigasaki now, who I hope to fall in love with just as much. So, what do you guys think? Move on?
Yeah, 5 out of 5 for the whole damn series.
I can't go that high. It's good, but
I think the anime series gets a 4 for me. Honestly, I think it's great. I love the characters. I recognize it's as a whole, the first, second, and the movie. But it's a 4 for me.
I'll give it
which
4.5.
I think
But 4 is I can see it
No,
either way.
the Love Live franchise to me is anime's magnum opus, outside of Showa Genroku Roku Gishiju, but that's another thing.
Except for when they all came back in All Stars. Yeah. Well,
I'm excited for that. Actually, for those of you listening who don't know, who don't follow, All Stars is coming out in English. I think they said spring of this year, so fairly soon, hopefully. But then I'm not sure how many people are going to be terribly excited to play it because it's less of a mobile game and more of a, I don't know what to call it. It's hard to explain because it doesn't play like it. It plays kind of like a rhythm game, but it's without any of the challenge.
Idle RPG.
Idle RPG. There you go. That's a decent way. It has good animations. There you go. And awesome outfits. But yeah, that is the reason one of the big reasons we're going, but it's not the only reason. It's not the only thing we're going to be doing in Japan.
Yeah. So we're flying out kind of staggered. Carlos and I are going to be going out and getting there around the same time. You're going to have to wait for me for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, something like that. But hopefully I get there a little earlier.
Gives me time to pick up stuff, my Wi-Fi and money.
Steven's getting out there like 5 days before us all. He's already, like we had said, on a plane on his way.
Yeah.
And then Logan and Eric are getting out there the following day after Carlos and I. So we're getting in there kind of staggered, but for the most part, we will all be arriving on the 17th. For those of you who want to hang out, wait for us at the airport.
Please don't.
So I think my flight is going to be like 10 hours. What's yours, Jeff? Because you're going from Florida.
I lay over in Dallas, so I think it's 12 hours, something like that.
12 hours, okay.
Yeah, from Dallas, but
okay.
I've got like a 3-hour layover in Dallas, I think, and on the way back I have a 10-hour layover in Dallas.
What?
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna have to maybe like throw my platinum status around and see if I can get an early flight.
Dallas's airport blows, says Vetros. I don't remember. I've only been there like twice.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Dallas. That's why this is the last vestiges of my American Airlines flying, because I switched over to Delta. Not to say Atlanta's much better, but yeah, I was a frequent flyer with American.
What was I gonna say? I have like 11 hours and 20 minutes. So maybe you're just closer, Logan.
Well,
to
so yeah, we fly up to Vancouver and then go over
Mm.
from there. So
Oh
it's
yeah, I
slightly
don't
shorter.
have a layover. Mine's
Direct.
direct
So,
flight.
question in the chat: the Zaffron. Do we know who that is? Is that someone from our chat? Which area are you staying in?
Yes. We're staying in just either just outside of or in Akihabara.
I think we are like the borderline of Akihabara. We are just outside of, but like it's like a minute walk for us to get into Akihabara.
Yeah.
So we might as well be staying right in Akihabara,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Which means we'll probably be spending an inordinate amount of money and time in arcades and shops and walking around Akihabara. But hopefully plenty of good ramen shops around there.
Yeah.
And other food stores.
It's a really good taiyaki place and a excellent yakisoba place there too.
I think we're right above a ramen shop. That's where our Airbnb is.
That works too.
So yeah.
Why not?
Hey, tonkatsu place is around the corner.
Nice. So just kind of like a quick rundown of things we're going to be doing. Obviously, Love Life Fest is a big thing. We'll be there at the merch queue at least twice, probably more. What else are we doing, Logan?
I have the our itinerary up. So me and Eric are spending 10 days there. I think you guys are there for 11, and Steven's there for like a month or something. Who knows? So yeah, when I don't know what you guys are doing the day before we get there. Probably just hang out and do stuff. Or
we're actually gonna hit the merch queue because day 0
it
should open up.
Okay.
But after that, like we have a while before you guys land, so
yeah,
probably hang out.
probably
head
check
up
into
the
Airbnb.
Can we?
Yeah, you should be able to.
We'll get into that
Yeah.
off stream, but yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if that was a thing, but okay, cool.
Our first night, we're gonna be checking into the Ritz for a night.
Wow! Oh my God, I forgot about that.
So a bunch of anime fans checking into the Ritz should be interesting. We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe they think we're rich. We're not. this isn't because we're wealthy.
We will be going outside the Tokyo area. We'll get to that. Don't worry. But yeah, we'll probably do merch stuff. Maybe the day that we arrive. We'll see. Probably not. Do you know how late the merch queue is open?
All I can say is I remember the latest I've ever been there. It was dark outside, but I can't for the life of me remember what. We'll find out when we get there, and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when you guys land, we can get you guys to the Airbnb, and then if you guys want to, we can go to the merch queues, depending on your level of jet lag and all that nonsense.
Because our flight gets in at like 6:40 p.m., so it'll probably be like 8 o'clock at the earliest.
Yeah, and I kind of doubt that it's open then, but if it is, I mean, why not, run over there? I remember the first time I ever got there late, it was for 4th Live. Like I landed, and then I got to the merch queue. It was nighttime. I walked through all like the little line session and like was able to buy everything without any wait. It was amazing.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, let's hope. That would be fantastic. But if not, then we'll go back the next day. They do treat you like a king, Jeff.
I was laughing at what Vetro says. Walk in there like, bitch, I own this shit.
Yeah. I think everyone's arriving at Narita except for Eric and me. We're going through Haneda.
Narita is a bit of a distance, but I like the view from the skyline, the train that takes you from Narita into Tokyo proper.
I just went with the cheapest flight.
It's all good. Hey, Haneda is much closer.
Yeah.
And the monorail is pretty cool too, but the monorail, you'll see this when we get there. The monorail freaks me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's over water. It's a monorail, and it feels like it lists a little bit. And I'm like, oh dear God, I'm gonna die on a train in Japan.
Awesome.
There is in Narita. The good thing is that they are opening that the cafe, the collab cafe for Love Live.
Yes, Love
So-
Live collab cafes. Let's go. We're going to so fucking many of those.
Yeah, we are.
There's
gonna
only
go to a
3,
lot.
but still.
Which I'm just like, for me as someone who travels a lot, I'm hoping for some kind of travel themed Love Live stuff. So I
You're gonna get
likely will-
Travel Chica stuff.
yeah, some travel
Travel Chica, Travel Dia.
yeah.
Um,
So
But yeah. So the first day, I think we'll do Love Live merch if we have to. And I think that day we're gonna try to visit Kanda Shrine. And probably just hang out around Akihabara.
That's the next day, right?
The next day, yeah, the day
Yeah.
after we arrive, yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll kind of play that day by ear. If we have time, maybe we'll go to like the Tokyo Tower or the Sky Tree or something. Maybe knock one of those landmark things out that day.
yeah, well, likely. I mean, I think Akiba will give us plenty to keep us busy probably on our first day there. At least I'm expecting that. We'll see.
Sure. But that's also, like Steven said, that's the kind of place that we could just, whenever we have a spare moment, just go over there and do something.
Sure.
Because we'll be right there.
Mhm.
But then the day after that is the day of the Love Live Fest. So I assume most of our day will be spent kind of queuing for that.
Yeah, if we want, we can hit the merch queue again. Unless we're already done with everything we need. In which case, we can go to the gotcha queues if you really want to do that. But there's also there's a lot to see and do. Oh, I have to see if that's because I'm probably gonna hit the flower stands because I paid into one of the flower stands.
Okay.
I'll have to see if they're
Nice.
still accepting donations.
Mm,
I'm not sure if they are. If you guys are interested, but
maybe.
yeah, hit up the flower stands. Take just an inordinate amount of pictures of flower stands again to put on Imgur, however
Imgur.
you say that.
Imgur.
And then kind of like wait around amongst the mass of other Idol fans. Hopefully, we can meet up with some fellow English speaking Idol fans. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then towards the evening, late afternoon, early evening, we will be in Saitama Super Arena.
In Nirvana.
Yep, in Love Live Fest. We have no idea, by the way, where our seats are. No fucking
Yeah.
clue.
Do
Won't
we-
know until the
will
day
it-
of.
Okay, will it say on the tickets or no?
It will say on the tickets, but we
Okay.
kind of have to go off of because like the seating chart is based on how they've laid out the stadium.
Mhm.
Like obviously the the bleachers and stuff like that, like that are normally used, those will still be there. But like if we get pit seats,
Who knows?
yeah, no
Yeah.
idea.
And what the stage is going to look like and how that's going to affect seating and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
I mean, if they're going to have 29 idols on that stage, it's got to be pretty big, right?
That's a good
From,
point. They probably will do that. They'll probably will do like the whole cover thing, like where all of them will sing one song.
What song?
Probably
What song
Ice-
you think that?
Ice to Banzai.
Yeah.
Yujo no change.
Start Dash.
Start dash.
I feel like
Probably.
they have to maybe all open. I mean, they can't pick one group to open, right? They would have to do something together as an opener, something together as a closer, I would think.
Excuse me. Oh, God.
Don't
Um,
die.
Yeah, choked on my own spit. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do. It'd be interesting if they do something like with like Chika, I don't know who the main girl of Nijigasaki is in Honoka. Like if the three of them do like an opening act, that'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's the logistics of having all of them on stage is going to be interesting to see how they handle it. But man, I hope that they do something like the symphony for what was it, Third Live, Fourth Live, where they did the symphony. Man,
yeah,
I love that. I hope they do something like that. It'd be amazing. But in the chat, Saffron says, "Think Skytree is better than Tokyo Tower." Cool. Hopefully, we can find out which one we think is the best.
Yeah, I think we definitely plan on hitting up both.
Yeah. Forrest Stickman says, "Go to a maid cafe, get a mobile Wi-Fi." We definitely are planning on both.
I already have a mobile Wi-Fi on reserve.
Yeah.
Skytree is amazing. Tokyo Tower is better view of the city due to it not being as high, but closer look. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can check out both.
But yeah, after Fest, we plan on going and celebrating till we drop with other Love Livers.
Ah, yes, the Nomi Hodai trip. If you listen to our last podcast about mine and Steven's trip to Fifth Live, then you know what a Nomi Hodai is for Love Live fans.
Yeah, that I'm anticipating too. I that day is going to probably be an amazing day. I hope that day is the highlight of the trip, but we'll see because
I've
we got
been
a lot of cool
spending
stuff to look forward to.
10 minutes in front of the mirror every day saying "Psycho," and then
Psycho, come
"Come
by.
by."
So yeah, Nomi Hodai. I'm gonna be in Akiba for the Nomi Hodai after Fest, which gives us a nice little walk home after we drink a lot. I'm expecting we will be drinking a lot this. So
Depending on how you're feeling after drinking that much, there are also all night karaoke boxes. So
We'll see. We'll see how I may be drunk enough to actually agree to that. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Especially because the Nomi Hodai is all you can drink for the period, right? So
yeah,
should be.
we could also hit like we did at Fifth Lab. We could hit the karaoke box at Numazu, which we'll get to in a bit.
Yeah.
The following day, we are planning for the Ghibli Museum.
Yep.
So
yeah, we got a like a little tour thing, and tickets to the Ghibli Museum. So that'll be really really cool. It was one of the things that I was most looking forward to doing. I'm glad we were able to get tickets through some various means, some shady operations.
Saffron says mobile Wi-Fi or sim. Yeah, we're gonna get at least 2 of those. We'll also have sim, so we should have 3 separate roaming kind of spots, so we can split up. Because I figured I didn't want us to have to all be tethered to each other for internet access. So I think we all kind of agreed with that if we wanted to split up a little bit. Record yourselves doing drunk karaoke. I added drunk in there. Record yourselves doing karaoke, trying to sing J-pop songs. I think I'm really kind of hoping I got a nice battery backup, so I don't have to worry about recording on my phone, and hoping that we all can record plenty while we're there. So do look forward to seeing some of that stuff popping up on YouTube and in the future, because I'm hoping that we can share some of our antics with you guys. And yeah, so that looks like
Okay.
I think we're caught up.
Yeah. So over the next couple days, we're still going to be in Tokyo, right? After Fest, after the Nomi Hodai.
2 days,
for the next couple days, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be seeing some sites then. The Ghibli Museum, which I'm very very excited for.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect out of that, but I think I'm going to end up.
Yeah.
And then just a day set aside for kind of hanging out. Yeah, Akiba, Animate. I like how you put Animate in there. Trust me, I'll be in Animate before that day.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that we had it down to go at least one day.
So
there's an Animate in Numazu too, where you can get a Ken badge.
Things that I'm like looking for maybe in those we've got at least 2 kind of free days in before we leave Tokyo for a little bit. Where 2 things that I'm really going to be looking for is a pair of Japanese denim and some type of whiskey to bring home. Those are like 2 big things that I want to pick up, of course, on top of souvenirs and that kind of thing.
But. One of my big goals is to get a Japanese whiskey, like a Japanese liqueur or something. Yeah. Some citrus liqueur. I forgot the Ghibli Museum day. I didn't write it down, but we talked about it. That would be the day to go to Nakano Broadway as well.
Right. Yes. Okay. That's going to be fun for us because that is pretty much the Akihabara outside of Akihabara.
Gotcha.
And there's a lot of like really cool anime merch there, especially like they have like a lot of newer stuff, but there's a lot of really cool older stuff. So if you're a fan of like old school mech and stuff like that, there's a ton of stuff there. And that is one of the places where they have like the shop that sells the original cells for just an ass ton of money. So guard your wallet because those are dangerous.
Couple things Afron says in chat. I love the Ghibli Museum. Original movies you can only see there are the best. I didn't realize there were originals there. Yeah. That's pretty exciting. Looking forward to that.
It's like short movies, yeah.
Cool. and everything in the museum. I've not looked into it at all, and I'm really kind of excited to see it because
Yeah.
I really have no idea what to expect with the Ghibli Museum. So
Okay.
But then after we do our day in Akihabara, just kind of putzing around. Oh, that we're also gonna go check out the Suginami Animation Museum, which was another thing that I was pushing for because it sounds really interesting to me. Um,
cool.
so yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I think outside of Fest, the highlight of the trip is this next little bit,
Hell yeah.
where we're going to Numazu, which is the location that Sunshine takes place in. Um, and the only thing that I know that we're doing there is we're going to be staying at Chica's house in the
Yes.
Ryokan.
Yeah. Chica's house is Oryokan, and it is really cool looking.
And
There's a
Aspen,
beautiful beach right in front of it. Oh yeah. And if we're super duper lucky, just really, really lucky, we'll get a clear day or at least a clear morning where we can see Fujisan
yeah,
from Numazu. But when we get there, there's a I mean, a lot of it is walking. There's actually I have it right here. There's a kind of like a stamp book where you
Okay.
go from place to place, and there's different stamps with the
Cool.
different girls on them.
It's like a little passport. Yeah.
Trying to see if I can find one that actually looks good.
Yeah, we will say hi to Shiitake. I hope they have a dog there.
Yeah, see, like got one with the 3rd years on it.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, you go from and like they change the stamps out. There's also can badges. I don't have one with me right
I'm
now.
excited because those can badges, you've had those at AX when you went.
Actually.
I think you and Steven had those on your bag, and I love the art that they use on those can badges. It's just really kind of a cutesy drawn art, a little kind of chibi art for the different girls, and I'm excited to collect some of those. Especially, I think there was one with Yoshiko eating a burger or something that was at a burger shop there, which I definitely plan to seek out.
Oh, Numazu Burger. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's the one for Yoshiko at the Numazu Gamers. Focus.
It will not. Oh, it did.
Nice.
That's cute.
So,
Cute.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah, see, the art is adorable for those, and I hope to pick up some of them.
Yeah, and there's different ones all over the place. So we'll be getting those. Probably be hitting up the Numazu Gamers, which is just full of Love Live Sunshine stuff. The Numazu Animate as well. Then around the city there are stamp rallies, different can badges. There's an awesome bakery called Grandma's there.
Ooh.
That's you guys might be interested in. There's the Sunshine Cafe, which is the Love Life Sunshine collaboration cafe, which is really awesome. Like that's the place where I met the like the well the he's kind of like the he's a politician, but like one of his like actual official titles is like the anime director of Numazu because he heads up all the Love Live Sunshine promotion. We'll also be seeing all the manhole covers, the Love Live Sunshine manhole covers, and that day we'll be going to Uchiura, which is where Chika, it's Chika who lives in Uchiura. Chika, Mari, Daya, Ruby, Kanan, and Mari live. Yes, that's where all 6 of them live. And that is literally just like a really small like fishing town. Really like a village, honestly. But they got a ton of tourism from Love Live Sunshine. Same deal over there with the can badges and stamp rallies and stuff like that. But we can go to Enoshima or Awashima Island, which is where Kanan and Mari's houses are, and Kanan's house is like a little aquarium type thing. There's a shrine at the top of the hill that we can go to. Trying to think of what else. Obviously, we're going to Kanan's house. There's the Ito Mizu Sea Paradise, which is where all the animations from the Koi ni Narutai Aquarium music video comes from. Yeah, there's a bunch we're going to be doing. Just a lot.
I think this is where like I'm excited to see outside of Tokyo. I'm the most excited to see some of kind of like rural Japan, maybe not super rural, but like the outside of Tokyo, Japan, a little bit more. And the ryokan obviously being Chika's house, but also just being a ryokan
Yeah,
is
for
super
sure.
exciting. The fact that we were able to get that kind of blows my mind, and that was a funny little story. I don't know if we've shared that with everybody, but the way that you and Steven apparently really wanted to, and you weren't really sure if we would be on
Yeah,
board.
well, yeah. We were just like, we don't know if they're willing to pay because it's expensive. And they're like, I who brought it up?
Um,
Someone brought it up, and we're like,
Steven linked it, I
yeah,
believe,
well,
originally.
yeah, like because I think Steven was like, oh, let's just let's see what they think. And you guys were like immediately like, fuck yeah. We're like, okay, cool.
Look,
Yeah.
we're spending all this money to go to Japan to experience all this stuff.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, plus it's also like not only is it Chica's house, but it's a ryokan.
Yeah.
Ryokan, it means Japanese inn.
Uh-huh.
So why not go to a Japanese inn when like at least one night, with the tatami mats and all that shit. So
I would have been disappointed, honestly, if I went to Japan for 10 days and didn't at least spend one night in one of those. So it was kind of like, if it wasn't Chika's house, it would have probably been another one I pushed for.
yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. And like I love that the people there. It's different from Tokyo. They're not all of them, but many of them are much more willing to speak to foreigners. There's this really really cool old man who lives in or who lives in, I'm sure he lives there, but like he runs the jewelry store, and the stamp in the jewelry store and the can badge are both diamond. But he'll he always wants to know like where you're from, and he's got like this little book that he really wants people to sign into so he can say that he's had
That's awesome.
customers from all over. He's a really nice old man. And then the not the owner, but so grandma's is the bakery. It's named for the owner's grandmother, who actually does live there and does some baking, and she'll come out and she'll just give you free cookies.
What?
Oh man, cool.
She's super duper nice.
We're gonna hang out in front of that for the whole time.
I'm so excited.
So yeah, so Numazu, I think exploring. I want to climb the mountain, get to the shrine. I want to collect can badges. I just want to see the town, Uchiura, Numazu, and stay at the ryokan, obviously. And yeah. So anything else you guys want to talk about before we move on to what we were planning for when we get back to Tokyo?
I can't really think of what else we'd be doing in Numa. There's probably more. There's probably something I'm missing. Hopefully, the days we picked to go there, I remember we picked them because stuff's not closed. Because like stuff in Japan is sometimes closed on weird days. And I remember the 2 times I've been to Numazu, Yo's house has been closed. So I'm hoping that this time I'll get to go to Yo's house, which is a cafe.
Nice.
And the cafe that they stay in Uchiura, like the little tiny one.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. That one was closed as well. I'm hoping that one is open as well, because I've never gotten to go to those places. Also, Numazu Burger. I'd love to go there too. So a lot of
diving
food
in the ocean, says Forrest Stickman.
No, that's gonna be so cold.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Only if Conan's gonna do it with me. Then I'll.
So you mean Suwa?
Someone named Loads of Seamen just followed us. Thank you for that. I appreciate the follow.
Hey, thanks for the follow. Oh God. Okay. Yeah.
Speaking of the sea.
Speaking of the sea, yeah, that's what they meant. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yes. But yeah, so we'll be going back to Tokyo, back to our Airbnb, and the next day we're gonna kind of spend the day in Shinjuku, kind of taking in some of the like super cool parks that they have. There's the Shinjuku Gyoen National Garden, which I think was featured in The Garden of Words, which is one of my favorite movies. Yoyogi Park, and I know, Jeff, you're excited about Harajuku, where you'll probably find your denim.
Yeah, actually, funny enough, I since we kind of talked about that, definitely that's a huge fashion hub. But apparently Ueno has a lot of good places for denim, which is literally right next door to where we're going to be staying.
Oh,
So
cool.
I might hop over there at some point during our Akiba days.
Yeah, Ueno's a big hub. I didn't know that it was for that though, but cool.
Yeah, I don't think we plan on doing the robot restaurant. As
No.
wild as that sounds.
No. But we do plan on doing an L Cafe that day.
Well, yeah. So yeah, the kind of fun and interesting thing is we're gonna go. I booked us an owl cafe, so we'll go spend an hour and a half or whatever, sitting around drinking tea, coffee with owls.
Yeah,
So,
some birds.
some birds.
I'm really happy that you kind of did that, because it's nothing that I would kind of looked at or thought about myself, but I think it's going to be really an awesome story.
Yeah, yeah. The
You know?
I just want to do stuff that I can't do here.
Yeah.
And it's like
yeah.
I've never heard of an owl cafe.
No.
And I was like, absolutely, that sounds awesome.
I mean, I think it'll be an awesome story without a doubt.
For sure. I can't do cat cafes because I'm allergic to cats and stuff. So
yeah, I was thinking about that. I'm like, maybe on the last day I'll go to a cat cafe because
There you
I
go.
don't want to get all that dander on me and bring it to you.
Yeah,
Just
I
kind of
appreciate
ruin your day.
Owls are super cool too. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen them before.
No.
I had one recently, actually, just a few weeks ago, maybe a couple months, I don't know. But there was one that made its way into my back patio, which is screened in, so it got stuck in there and it was kind of flying around and it couldn't get out. And he landed, and the way he looked at me, I assume it was a he, it could have been a she, but it was like, it was very knowing. It was I don't know if they are really as intelligent as they claim to be or whatever, or that, you know, they're rumored to be, but I opened the door at one point and it flew over, and it kind of, before it flew out of the door, it looked back at me and just kind of, it was almost like a thank you before he flew away. And it was fascinating. They're really fascinating creatures, and I'm excited to see that.
If you check out like the website, there's like a whole like hype page, I think, for each of the owls. So and they all have names and everything. It's pretty funny. It's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
But
we will actually see owls probably in Numazu at the Izomito Sea Paradise. There's an owl habitat.
Okay, cool. And then to round out that day, we're gonna go check out the Golden Guy in Shinjuku.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That is if you don't know, Jeff, that is a drinking spot.
Yeah,
it is nothing but bars.
It looks so cool.
And it's never been touched by newer buildings. Like, so it is entirely God, what is it? It is entirely Showa era buildings.
That is phenomenal. I can't wait.
We just gotta watch out. I gotta kind of refresh myself because there are some bars that are no foreigners.
Yeah,
kind of deals.
I think they have signs out that say, like,
hopefully they say it in English. Yeah.
I was looking at a couple of like guides or whatever, and they said that they'll let you know. Yeah.
Well, they'll do the, you know, they'll give you one of these. You know, they'll give you the old crossed arms. That means like, no, get out of here.
Away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gaijin be gone. It's like the cross.
The cross,
yeah. It's like the San Andreas cross.
just let me cast charm person on the bartender.
No.
Hey, no. Last session, we found out that Logan is the fucking man for this. You.
Hey, my scorpion bitches.
You know, it's funny actually is that it's so sad for Paya, and it's actually really in a little sidetrack from our Pathfinder sessions, but Paya, it's perfect for his character, because Paya's character is like, he tries really hard to make friends, and he's never had friends, and he has a bad charisma, but I have spells and I have abilities, and I've put a lot of skill points, which means he's reading to try to like learn how to be more diplomatic and bluff better. I have a plus 22 on my diplomacy.
Oh, you do?
But I just roll so badly all the time.
Okay, yeah, I rolled incredibly well.
For anyone who's lost, this is part of our Pathfinder game, which we've thought about trying to like stream, but maybe in another one, and definitely not in this format. Not with the camera and all this.
I think if we do start another one at some point in the future, we'll probably try.
It would have to be all voice, honestly.
Yeah, I love the role playing that you did in our last session. The sliding down, hurting your knee. It was fantastic. I loved it a lot.
Please please don't hurt your going back to Japan. Please don't hurt your knee. Walking outside of Golden Guy.
Yeah. But yeah. So yeah, Shinjuku, the Al Cafe, and then something that Steven, I think, mentioned, and we were all super on board for, was going to Enoshima and Kamakura the next day. So we'll be traveling outside of Tokyo again. I have no idea what we're gonna do those days, but we just decided to take a day trip out there and see what that has to offer.
Yeah. I'm very interested in that. From the pictures that I've seen of both Enoshima and Kamakura, I think that's going to be a really cool trip just to see again another little piece, because we're going to spend a lot of time in Tokyo, so I'm going to really take in all of the times that we get to kind of explore outside of the more metropolitan areas.
And plus, coming off of a night at Golden Guy, it'll be nice to have a day where we can, wake up a little later, go see something, for a day. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to share with you guys my anti-hangover concoction that I'm bringing. I'm bringing plenty of. So
okay, cool. Well, we'll have to film it
after I've done it. I figured it out myself. So
we'll have to film it and put it on our Instagram, or maybe we can put it on YouTube or something. Jeff's Japanese hangover concoction. Yeah, we got to clickbait it a little bit.
Yeah.
Put Japanese in the title. But yeah, we're not really sure what's going to happen that day. I'm kind of hoping it's more of a surprise, kind of take things as they come.
No idea what those places have to offer, so I'm ready and willing for whatever.
The next day will be the last day for most of us except Steven and I. Steven and I stayed a day later because we were trying for another concert and we didn't get it. So
oh really? What concert?
The Bang Dream one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The voice actress for Aya
Huh.
is having a solo concert. We did not get tickets. But
that's too bad.
Yeah. Just another day to hang out. Honestly, probably spend most of it in Akiba.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of what I assumed we would be doing that last day. But yeah, so since I'm like super excited for this trip, I've been looking at, a bunch of different stuff that we can do. And my mom actually reminded me of this thing that they do in Tokyo, or that they have in Tokyo, called Team Lab, which is like kind of an art group that has installations and places that people can visit, and it's all kind of like super innovative and interesting art. So we're going to a place called Borderless, which is kind of a technologically interactive kind of art exhibit that sounds fascinating to me, and it looks really cool from all the images and videos and stuff.
Yeah, all the images look amazing.
And they have a tea room there, so we'll get to drink traditional, I assume, green tea. And
yeah, Forrest Stickman just mentioned go to a tea ceremony. That sounds like we would be able to do that there, correct?
At a tea room?
No.
No, it's yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we'll have time to do like a traditional tea ceremony.
Just drink tea. You're
yeah. I mean, it's something I would like to see.
Tea ceremony is like they make you the tea, and it's kind of cool to watch, but then you just kind of hold the glass. Like when they give it to you, you turn it around 3 times, not joking.
Okay.
And then you drink, you take a sip, take a second sip, and you're supposed to finish it in the third. So kind of space it out, and then you're supposed to slurp at the end. And I can't fucking do that. It's gross to me.
Yeah.
It's like with ramen, I can't slurp my noodles. It feels wrong. Yeah. Can't do it.
But
I fully expect to be eating a lot of food while I'm there, like just sampling. I really want to try as much, of the different little hole in the wall restaurants that I can come across. So
there's one in Ikebukuro that I want to take you guys to. It's literally a hole in the wall that leads down to a basement.
Awesome.
I'll have to remember. I have to see if I can find it, but it's pretty good. The gyoza there is pretty damn good too. But yeah, so that's oh, we're also be going to Sensoji Temple that day, which I'm really excited for you guys to see because it's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Nice.
Piece of history. There's actually a really cool tourist center that I think you guys would enjoy as well. Crazy scale figure of map of Tokyo that they have there. And then that night, we're probably going to Tokyo Tower.
Yeah, if we haven't done it already.
Yeah, everything's kind of fluid and open right now
Yeah,
for
I
those
mean,
of you
this is
watching.
kind of just the stuff that we're looking forward to the most, and Logan's done a really good job of putting together this like kind of calendar for all of us, which looks really good. Like I kind of wish. Well, I guess we technically could share it with you.
You could
but,
share it, yeah. I mean,
yeah,
I can't.
there's
You know what?
nothing here that I
This
need to-
this will go up. Why don't we put this up with the post?
Sure.
Get some
Like
more
a
clicks on the
screenshot
website.
of it or something like that. Yeah.
I can
but-
actually. I'll screen share for those of you guys listening right now.
There you go. But yeah, and then the next day, pretty much everyone's flying out, except for Steven and I. I don't know what we're gonna do. Me and Steven will have to figure that out. Probably hang out in Akiba, honestly. Say goodbye to you guys.
Yeah.
Jeff, we're gonna be saying goodbye to you super early.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to basically the final day for you guys. I'm gonna be like earlier that morning. I think it's like 11 o'clock is when my flight takes off. So I'm gonna obviously have to get out early to get to Narita, and so that day is pretty much a lost one for me. But I think we've got plenty of days to have fun. So I'm not too broken up about it. I think by that time I'll probably be ready to sleep in my own bed anyway. So.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean that'll be our trip. We're looking forward to a lot, but we'll see how things go. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Hopefully we get some nice weather out there. I'm really like the thing I'm hoping for the most is for a clear day in Numazu so you guys can see Fujisan
I think
because it's amazing.
I think one of the days I was looking at the weather. It's supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, 55,
if you guys
70.
if you guys listening or viewing right now, follow me on Twitter. Like my cover page or cover picture, whatever it's called, like the big picture you see, it's a picture of Fujisan from the window of the Numazu hotel that I had last time. Yeah, it's an incredible experience.
Yeah. I'm excited just for all the little things that we don't even know we're going to experience yet. All the little side trips that we take and small things we do.
Are you rolling dice?
Not intentionally.
What's your perception check?
Yeah. Roll for initiative. But yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to, like, honestly, like Logan, like one of the things I didn't even know I was going to look forward to was because I didn't know about it is that borderless thing.
Yeah, dude,
that
it
thing
looks sick as hell.
Effing incredible.
Yeah.
I love
the one with the water in it.
Yeah, no, that was planets.
Planets.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that one looks incredible too.
But
it
it's
all
just
looks really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just.
I'm the kind of person who likes museums anyway, but like interactive kind of stuff like that's kind of mind blowing, especially if you check out their stuff on the internet. So you'll probably see, because it looks like you're allowed to take pictures in there. You'll probably see quite a bit from us there on our Instagram page. Yeah, probably on Twitter as well.
I'm gonna be bringing my camera, so I'm gonna hopefully take some video and stuff. Maybe splice together a video after everything.
There you go. So yeah, definitely stuff for you guys to look forward to content wise. Hopefully we can get that out in a somewhat timely manner, but do remember we are also coming back to, when we come back, we're coming back to jobs, and I'm coming back to being a full-time student, which I'm actually coming back and I'm getting off the plane and I'm going straight to a class. Well, I'm going straight home to drop off my stuff, and then I'm going straight to a class. So
yeah, that's hardcore. I hope you can sleep on the plane.
I can sleep on planes just fine. If not, I have my good old friend Booze to help me out with that.
There you go.
Thank God we're an explicit podcast, and also for the little button on YouTube that says, this video is not meant for children.
Yeah. I think the one thing that I'm worried about is how bad the jet lag is going to be, because I have
Mm.
no experience with jet lag at all.
See, I've never experienced it. Like I've never had horrible jet lag. Like because I'm the type of person I can't sleep during the day anyway. So
Mhm.
if it's light outside, I just kind of soldier on, and then at night I have a really deep sleep.
Yeah.
Which is fine for me because I'm usually a light sleeper, and it's hard for me to get a good night's rest. So a little jet lag is actually good for me. But if you're the type of person who can take naps during the day, then yeah, it might hit you a little bit harder. I'd say I don't know. How are you with coffee or Red Bull?
Perfect. I love it.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Is Red Bull, you know, they it's not something that's hard to get over there. I mean, the
No,
energy and stuff. Okay, yeah, because
not at
that
all.
was a thought. Because Red Bull
They
coffee
have
doesn't.
their own like little tiny like energy drinks too if you
Oh,
want to
that's
try
cool.
theirs. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
mean,
the ones you see in anime, those that's legit. They're like they have
that's
like a
cool.
little come on. You think a country full of like salarymen,
Yeah,
type
right.
people who have to work their ridiculous hours doesn't have energy drinks?
Yeah, I mean, I am though, regardless of how much coffee or energy drink I drink. Once I get to that point, you guys have even seen this probably at certain times when we've been together. Like once I get to that
Oh,
point where I'm ready to go,
the
I'm like,
the Jeff's done phase. Yeah.
yeah. Like I'll just get really quiet for a while, and then I could sleep literally. You guys could be partying around me, and I could sleep.
I mean, at the
Take-
Airbnb at AX, you just laid on the floor and fell asleep.
Yeah.
So
I fucking forgot.
I was probably like in the middle of everything you guys were doing too.
I think we were just watching like Fourth Live or something like that. Third Live.
Yeah, no, but I don't. I get to that point where I will just shut down, and I might walk around like a zombie if I have to, but my mind is 100% on getting to sleep. So
Sure.
Well, I mean that's the cool thing about if we how close we are to Akiba
Hmm.
is those of us who want to stay out at night and do stuff. That mean Akiba does kind of shut down at a certain point, so we don't really have to worry about stuff going on too late. But
Yeah.
people who want to do stuff, there's stuff around there to do at night. And then if you're like horribly jet lagged, I'd say
So
try your best to get sleep at night.
I
Yeah.
I
you know?
would say, yeah. I mean, as far as jet lag goes, because I've never personally experienced much of it myself, and I'm relatively immune to it with all of the kind of cross country travel I've done relatively recently. But you get in pretty late, I think, on your first day, right? Like in the evening or in the
Yeah.
late afternoon.
Yeah.
So I mean, as long as you're able to get to sleep at a reasonable time that night and sleep through the night, that's it probably for your jet lag. Because really, that's all it is your internal clock gets off. So just
But
force yourself to sleep that night.
Yeah. Just pop some Benadryl or something. Make you
yeah,
sleepy.
you should be fine. Hopefully you and Cuba can reset your clocks fairly, because by the time we get there, uh Steven, his clock's already there.
Yeah.
Like it's all of us adjusting.
Maybe I'll just stay up all night before our flight, get a little sleep on the plane, then
Yeah.
just be exhausted and go to bed when we get to
Yeah.
Japan. But yeah, anyways, figured we would round out this podcast by going back to Fest and kind of talking about the songs that we hope to see from all of the groups. And yeah, maybe some of the collaborations we would like to see as well.
For sure. Oh, you picked 3 songs, period. I meant 3 songs, like 1 song from each.
One from each? What?
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Okay. If you want to do, I can on the fly think of 3 songs. Jeff, you might want to start opening up like.
Sure. Yeah, I'll work on it.
So Logan, why don't you go ahead and start us out with like what are some of the songs from Muse you're hoping to see at Fest?
Snow Halation's the easy one. It's like my favorite Muse song.
Yeah.
The Hot in the Heartbeat, which is the third year song from the movie, I think would be a lot of fun to see. But I'm not sure how much like unit or year stuff they're gonna do with the time that they have. And then Start Dash, because that's classic. It's the first song they sing, and I feel like it would be
Honestly,
appropriate
that's the
to
one
do
I
it.
want as a collaboration
I
between
would love that.
all three groups. That'd be amazing. All right, I'll go next. If we're doing three, I'd say my number one, and I know it's wrong because I know they probably aren't going to do it because they've said before. I think Uchi, Kotori's voice actress, said that this moment was big for Love Live fans at Final Live, so we shouldn't expect it. But maybe they'll bring it back. Maybe it'll be a mid-show thing rather than an ender. Bokutachi wa Hitotsu no Hikari is an amazing song that I would absolutely love
I
to
just
see.
I can't picture it as anything other than an ender.
But it's such a well, if it is, have everyone sing it. Maybe
Yeah.
that could also be a big, and then you get the whole crowd. You get three groups plus Saint Snow, so four groups of girls singing this song, and then everyone in the crowd as one just goes at the climactic part, Ima ga saiko, everybody does that. You just hear an entire stadium doing it with all these girls. It'd be amazing.
It would be amazing.
I'm gonna kind of be cheap here, but I also agree Snow Halation. If Snow Halation's not there, I would honestly be very, very disappointed.
I mean, it's the season.
It has to be.
It's the season for Snow
It has to
Halation.
be.
Yeah, it's not only the season, but it is their defining song.
Sure.
And the third one, I'm gonna be super, super greedy. Natsuhiro Ego Day 1 2 Jump.
Sure.
Nico's center song. I know it's not going to happen, almost 100%. But
you never know.
If I get it, I would be so, so happy because Nico center.
So we're talking Muse.
We're talking Muse right now. Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously Snow Halation, Yume no Tobidai, and probably Donna Toki Mozuto, the season 2 ending. Would probably be.
Yes.
Really
I'll get into endings in the next one. But yes. Okay. All right. Well, Logan, why don't you lead us off with Aquas?
For Aqua.
You guys are going to cry. Yes, probably. I fully expect to cry at some point, or at least tear up.
Dude, Muse is coming back. Of course.
For Aqua, the three that I have written down here, Hand in Hand, because that song fucking slaps. So much fun.
Second years, right on.
Jump Up High.
Oh God, yes.
That is just an incredible song, and that was an incredible song to listen to in LA.
100%.
And then I have to throw in the two Saint Snow songs that I know, Awaken the Power and Believe Again, because those are two of my favorite Love Live property songs. So I hope to get some of
that. So this is kind of hard because Aquas is, I don't know. I love Aquas, and I think I probably follow them a little more as much as that probably is blasphemy to other people. So it's really hard for me to pick. My first one, normally on these things, I say Daydream Warrior because it's my absolute favorite song. But I heard it 3 times last year, which I wouldn't mind hearing it again. But if I had to choose a Yohane center, I'd want Deep Resonance, the second song on the Mitaiken Horizon soundtrack. I just lost my second one. I'd probably want the God. I just lost it. Hold on. Okay. So I'd probably want the ending theme for season 2. Which this isn't it. Whoops. Honestly, I was gonna say Sunshine Pika Pika Ando as well, but that's also not right. Well, not that it's not right. It's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, so the ending theme for season 2, which I can't find it to save my life. Jeff, do you have it? Oh, there it is. Yuki wa doko ni kimi no muna ni. I would love to see that one done by all the girls.
Yeah, and I've never seen that one live. I don't believe they did that at LA, and
They
it's probably my favorite.
no, they did. Wait, no, they
No,
didn't.
because,
No, they
yeah,
did.
we
They
didn't
did
get
it. They did
the,
it the year before.
We didn't get the Chica Rainbow. We got the Thank You Friends Rainbow.
Yeah, yeah. And then my third one would, because I'm pretty sure they're not gonna like. I would say or not believe again. That's what I'm going to say. What I was going to say was New Romantic Sailors, the new Guilty Kiss song. But because I'm pretty sure we don't have enough time for subunits, maybe I'm gonna say Believe Again, because Saint Snow is going to be there, and that song is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I really would love to see Believe Again. I didn't list it, but seeing the video of that going live, the audience interaction with that song looks like a fucking blast. I really hope they do that song. Yeah, for me it's Jump Up High. I mean, I liked that song enough that I added it to the graphic on the back of our shirt. So I mean, that was probably the highlight of the LA show for me, was the ending with Jump Up High and swinging the towel around, and hopefully I don't hit any Japanese fans in the face while I'm doing that.
They'll all be shorter than you, probably.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be way higher than Mitaiken Horizon is an awesome one, and I'm really excited to see that. And then of course Yuki wa Doko ni Kimi no Mune ni, hoping I get to see Chica's solo. So.
The Japanese fans don't do the rainbow for that song, but no, that was an American thing. But it's still a incredible, song to listen to.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
Chica's solo at the end is fantastic.
It's like the Snow Halation for me of Aqua, because it's like Honoka gets the solo in Snow Halation and Chica gets the solo in that one. So, and those are both part of those are like, I don't know. Maybe I'm a Chica Honoka fan. Forget Dayamaki.
Traitor, you're a traitor to your own.
I feel like I am a traitor. I don't know what
the. Okay.
I'm usually so loyal.
Any Nijigaku songs you guys can think of?
I haven't heard any, so I can't.
Just for me, it's just Mecha Going. Yeah,
Mecha.
Probably is the Mecha, whatever. That's probably the only song that I really love.
Yeah, Mecha Going, Starlight, and God, I was about to say Tokimeki Escalate, which would be amazing, because that would be so completely out of left field. That's because that's an Idolmaster thing.
Okay.
Yeah, let's add more idols into this.
Yeah.
But damn it, it's all about idols.
I feel bad because most of the songs from Nijigaku I want to see are the ones from their first album. So I'd say Mecha Going, Starlight, and Evergreen. Those are probably my three favorites. But I mean, I'm sure we're gonna see stuff off the Love You My Friend album, Love You My Friends album. So, but I'm not sure how much we're going to see of them. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the Nijigaku girls did Love You My Friends and Tokimeki Runners, and then we're just there for like other stuff. I'd be really surprised if we see solos.
I wouldn't.
Which one of the girls isn't going to be there for day 2, the day we're going?
Oh, I don't remember. Was it Agupon? No. There's no way that the lead girl isn't going to be there for Fest. It was.
I can picture the character, because I remember seeing the anime version of her during the announcement, but I don't know who her name is.
I can't remember.
I hope this historically is like this discussion we're having, because we obviously don't know much. We got Good Girls, and the anime is coming. It's out. I'm hoping that like years from now we look back at this and are like, man, look at us, we didn't even care about them and we love them now. I really do hope that I grow to love them, because I didn't, I felt similarly about the Sunshine Girls when they were first announced and they were still kind of new. Like I wasn't really sure that they were gonna grow on me, and we'll see what happens, because like now being kind of more influential on my fandom or my desire to see anime, not anime, but the idols in general. I've seen them live. I think you were saying it earlier, Carlos, just how it's blasphemous to say that you like the Aqua Girls better, but I just it is what it is. I've seen them live. I like them better at this point.
Oh
Probably.
no, I've said it before that I think the Muse anime, especially season 2 and the movie, are much stronger than the Aqua ones.
Hmm.
But what I liked Aqua's second season well enough, and the movie's pretty good too. But what bridges the gap for me and then goes beyond is probably the fact that I've been to three full Aqua's lives and then 3 mini lives at AX, and I followed them a lot longer. And I will say that I think that they are a better rounded group of performers because, you know, when they were scouting for Aqua, it seems like they were going for, you know, professional well, not that the Muse girls aren't professionals, but like professional, like girls who are like have a huge background in dance and, you know, that kind of stuff. So
they clearly were more prepared to create something with the second time around. The first time's more nostalgic, but you can see when you see the live idols, when I go back and look at them now, they aren't as talented as the Sunshine Girls. I just don't
singing wise they're fantastic, but they don't, like, their choreography isn't nearly as on point combined with the singing and all that kind of stuff. But so we'll see how that goes, but I'm definitely excited to see Muse for the first time, because just as I was getting into like live idols, Muse was on their way out the door. So it'll be good to revisit that, because I'd watched them, you know, in their anime around, I think I started the anime around 2014 or so. So yeah, it'll be good to backtrack and see how they do, and yeah, they seem to be excited about it. So no reason for us not to be.
Yeah. So I looked it up. Akari Kito as Omi Kanata is only day 1. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, the sleepy girl.
Sleepy
Okay.
Girl. Yeah, that's the one.
Mm-hmm.
Catching up with the chat. Forrest Stickman asks, "How's your Japanese?" In case you go somewhere doesn't have English menus. I think Carlos, you know, I'm gonna be lost. I'm gonna be relying on you and Steven.
Oh, guy.
We'll be fine. We'll be all right.
Zaffron asks or says, "I would like to see a house tour at your places. The sneak peek makes me curious."
You mean this place? No, you don't want to see the rest of this. No. Like maybe a room tour, because I have like some details and some cool art, but like the rest of this house beyond that door, no, there's nothing interesting over there. Trust me.
This room, this camera is framed in a way that it hides most of the disaster that is my room right now. Because I've been lazy and I need to clean.
Tammy doesn't let me have a mess anywhere, but this room is about as messy as it gets as far as my house goes.
Yeah. But there are plenty of pictures of the Great Wall of Detols in our
very impressive
room. And,
oh, you know what? We should post that to Twitter. And you know what? Send me those pictures. I'll post them to Twitter and I'll post them to Instagram. That's good content right there. I like that.
Someday I might give you guys a house tour of my house.
I think we should definitely do a house tour of our Airbnb.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could do that because like seriously, Zaffron, I don't own this house. The people beyond that door are roommates, so they're probably not terribly into anime either. So, and they probably wouldn't take too kindly to me walking in their room and giving them a house tour to a bunch of strangers.
You don't know. Maybe they're into that.
I sincerely doubt it. But yeah, we'll take as much of the Airbnb, and like I said, we're planning to try and capture as much of it as possible. Obviously, we can't capture the concert because that is super duper illegal, and we would get kicked out of the concert. But you know, everything up to, and we'll try and get as much out. And with the
until the girls go on stage, right? We can kind of get pictures and.
I'd be really I'd be really careful.
They
walk around with the signs. Yeah.
Hidden camera. No.
Hidden camera. No.
We're already suspicious as foreigners. Let's not make it worse.
Yeah, with our facial hair. What do you call it though? Well, with our pocket Wi-Fi, we should be able to post as much as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely don't want to be glued to my with my face in the phone screen the whole time, but we'll put out a decent amount, more than we usually do, which
Yeah,
is
that's the hope.
mostly not a whole lot, except for podcasts and live streams.
I mean, it's such a huge moment for me, and I think you, Logan, can say, and I know Carlos as well, you as well, but maybe less so because you've been there before. But I absolutely want to, and I'm not one to really like to take a lot of pictures, and like you said, put my face on my phone. I really want to experience it myself. I have a wife that wants to know what I'm up to too, so that's gonna be that's gonna be it. So
Tammy is the reason for our content. Thank you, Tammy.
So yeah. I mean, you guys are getting. How long have we been talking about our anticipation? This is like how long we used to talk about our first impressions, and then multiply that by 3 for the reviews. So.
But yeah, no, we're very excited, and
I'm for 10 hours about it afterwards. That's kind of why I'm saying it. It's like, yeah, we're gonna have a long cast to talk about all this.
I'm mostly excited. Like I'm always excited to. It never goes away, that excitement. Obviously, traveling. I mean, but I'm more excited to go with a group of friends, because like I one thing I noticed is the first time I went to Japan, I went with Steven, and that was a blast. Second time I went for Fourth Live, and I went by myself, and that was fine. But it's more fun when you have someone to talk. That's actually where I met a friend of mine to this day, Skihiro, who lives in Japan. But he was the only person that whole trip that reached out and talked to the foreigner who was in the Sunshine Cafe. But yeah, so this last time when I went with Steven and his British buddies, and that was a blast. So I like going with other people. Like, we don't always have to do the exact same thing. Like, our schedules can be a little bit more fluid, but like, it's a lot of fun experiencing stuff with other people.
No doubt.
And it's going to be a lot of fun seeing your guys' faces see these things for the first time. I'm very excited to see you guys experience the Kanda Shrine.
Yeah. I can't wait. Shrines in general, just everything. I can't wait. Japan's been like, it's been like a fantasy world for so long. Like, it's in a lot of anime, in video games. It's talked about, it's thought about, and everything. But like, to make it a reality it's gonna be an interesting moment for me, as someone who, like, literally, my mother has been hyping me up for this trip since I was like born, basically, because she's always wanted to go, and it's just it's gonna be interesting. We'll see. I think someone mentioned earlier I'm gonna cry. I probably will at some point. The emotions are gonna get a little bit overwhelming. My little weeby Jeff is gonna come
out. But yeah. So we're ready to go. And by the time you listen to this on iTunes or wherever, or by the time you watch this video on YouTube, because it will be going up on YouTube, we'll be over there. So check us out. We'll be on all our normal social media channels.
Indeed. And I don't think anyone in this chat right now is going to be going, but if you're listening to this and you are going to be over there for fest or anything or whatever, let us know. We can always try to find some time to meet up with people or whatever. But
especially if you're going to the concert.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. I'm ready. I'm ready to be in Japan.
Yeah, I think we're all ready.
Yeah. If you would like to get a hold of us, join our Discord or whatever. You can find us on our various social medias. We are on Twitter at @anime_arcade. We are on Facebook at facebook.com/animearcade. We are on Instagram at @the_anime_arcade. Our email is mail.animearcade@gmail.com, and our website is animearcade.net. And yeah, hit us up on any of those. We'll get you in. The group watch right now is
Mononoke.
That's going to be going on a 2-week
hiatus.
so you'll have time to catch up and join for probably the last week of that one, if you so desire. And yeah, we'll figure out what the one after that is. I'll be streaming later, so feel free to come and join me. I don't know, you guys got any final closing thoughts?
Thank you, everyone who's joined us live again today. I know this is number 2. We're still, getting used to this. I think we're used to the podcast format, but it's nice to see the chat, to have you guys involved, and thank you, and thank you
Yeah.
for the well wishes and the excitement for us.
Yeah, thanks, Damo. Thanks, Zaffron. You guys are awesome. Yeah, it is weird, isn't it? Having to look at because I keep looking back because I want to see your guys' face, which is, that's why I keep looking over this way.
Yeah.
But I'm like, look at the camera. Look at the people who are watching you.
See, it's easy for me
I've been
because
terrible about that. I haven't looked at the camera at all. Sorry, guys.
yeah, I've got the
Sorry.
Streamlabs OBS thing right on my main screen. Right
Yeah,
here,
I
with
need
the
to.
camera
You know
right
what?
here, and then the
From now
chat's
on, I
right
need to
here.
move that over there.
Yeah.
So you're getting all the rough edges being sanded out.
Yeah.
As I actually do like hand motions and stuff like that when we're podcasting. So yeah.
Yeah. Oh, me
I
too.
am Mexican and Italian. I'm sorry.
Okay, and on that note, I think we're gonna say goodbye for now. So thank you all for watching and listening, and we will catch you later.
Peace.
Peace.
See you guys. Thank you.